Karen Wolf here in the art studio. Good evening, folks. This is a new adventure for me. I have not gone live on YouTube before, but I am today. And I apologize, but I cannot see chat viewing options. See messages such as potential spam. All messages are visible. Okay, so it's telling me I should see messages. So hopefully if you're on here and you say, hey, let me know if you're watching. And if you have any comments, I'll certainly try to communicate. So what we're going to do here, my name is Karen Wolf, and I'm an artist. And I teach you how to paint and become a better painter in an easy step-by-step process, so that you can become more confident and proud of your art. So this evening is what we're doing. Sorry for all the movement here and the hand in front of the camera. Don't mean to do that for you. What I'm going to do here is paint this cow on this 8x10 canvas. This is 12x16 on this canvas. And I apologize, I don't have my paint out. I thought I had my paint out. And I'm just doing it in acrylic. This is an 8x10 canvas. I'm going to do that here. And I'm going to paint it with a palette knife. I'm just going to use a couple colors. And like I said, I'm painting in acrylic. I'm just going to do white, black. I see a little bit of red. Normally I paint with Liquitex Basics, but I just grabbed some paint there that was handy, and that was some chromacryl, black chromacryl. I see a little bit of yellow, but I'm not sure that I'm going to do that. Just trying to keep it simple. Just trying to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to do that. Looking for some yellow. I was going to try and pull up on the iPad and see if I could see comments there, but I can't see. I can't figure out how to do that either. I apologize for being a dum-dum and not knowing what I'm doing here, but I just don't, this is the first time I've gone live on YouTube, and I just don't know too much about it. That's how you learn though, right? Just throw some spaghetti and learn as you go. So, all right. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to paint the background in, and I'm just taking my palette knife. I do have a lot of videos on here. Well, not a lot. Nearly 100 now. I'm just taking some blue. I'll put some blue around the outside edge. Just get some background stuff going on. But I have about 100 videos here on my channel, and I do have followers, so that's good. It's always good to have people to follow you and like what you do. I enjoy painting, and I just like to get on here and show folks how to paint when I can. I'm from West Virginia, for those of you who don't know me. Near Ripley, in between Ripley and Charleston in West Virginia. And I've been painting for about 20 years now? 22 years now. What started out to be just a bit of an adventure to see if I could paint. It's turned into an adventure, all right. Painted slates at first. If you all jump on here and say, hey, maybe I can see your comments. I just don't see anything just yet. And I apologize if you're commenting and I can't see them. Y'all say, hey, let me know where you're from. If you're painters. I don't know. I'm just putting some background in here, guys. I'm just using blue and white. Blue and white. Just some darker blue on the outside edge, and then as I come in, I'm just kind of lightening it up a little bit. And I'm just taking that palette knife and just scooting it across. Just scoot and scoot, scoot. And this is a crazy cow. This isn't like a cow, you know, a nice, pristine Who knows what its eyes are going to look like. They're kind of like mean looking right there. I was going to try and pull it up over here, see if I could. I don't see where I can. Who knows? It says I should be able to see comments on there, but I don't. Okay. All right. So, now I'm going to go in with the black. I don't normally paint with black, but in this situation, I'm not mixing my black. I'm painting with black, just for simplicity. I'm just going to try to keep it simple. Just try to keep it simple. So I'm going to go in, and this may be great, and this may not be great. So give me some grace here. Because I think I would like to add another color to that. Ooh, wee, that's like black, isn't it? Add some blue to that color. Never painted a cow with a palette knife before. I paint with brushes, most usually. I do paint with brushes. Palette knife painting is fun though. You just can't be particular about it. But anyways, to finish my story, I was telling you before I got distracted with the way YouTube's working here for me. I painted slates first. I painted those for a while. And then I just kept painting them, a whole bunch of them. Just kept painting more and more and more of them because everyone wanted me to paint this, that, and the other. I started out with just a few designs. And then it turned into hundreds and thousands. It was a lot. And then what did I paint after that? I dabbled with canvas. My mom told me, she said, you need to paint canvas. Those slates are beautiful, but you just need to start painting on canvas. So I did, which was a blast. And in the beginning, when I first started painting, I didn't even think I could paint. I just was doing it just to see if I could, really. Because all along, I was interested in it. And didn't know if I could. Was afraid. Are y'all afraid? Y'all get afraid to paint? I was so afraid. I don't know what I was afraid of. I guess I was afraid of what people would think. You know, oh gosh, that's ugly. You can't paint. That sort of thing, you know. And I'm just taking that color around. I'm just using blue or black with a little bit of that blue and white that was on my plate. Here. I'm just kind of getting over here and grabbing whatever I grab. Not being too concerned about anything right now. Just getting these shapes on. It's coming together. It's kind of cute. So she told me to paint on canvas, and I did, and I enjoyed it, loved it. It was great. And I started out just dabbling and painting whatever, different things. Not sure what I wanted to really focus on. Because in the beginning, that's what you do. You try this and you try that, and then you realize after a while what you love to paint and what you hate to paint. And you will. If you're not a painter already and you dabble in it, you will find out very quickly what you're good at, what you like to paint, and what you don't like to paint. So there. All right, just getting a little bit of gray in the picture here. Just so that's not like so black. And I did have a little, I picked up a little bit of the blue. Normally, I don't paint with black out of the tube. I paint with mixing I mix black. I mix blue and a brown, either an umber, a burnt umber, or burnt sienna. And I add some purple sometimes and make all your dark colors with no contamination of white will make a black usually. Blue, burnt umber, burnt sienna, purple, those types of colors will make black. And this paint is a little bit more liquid than the Liquitex, so it's giving me a run for my money. I'm just picking up paint and kind of just laying it on there and moving it around where I want it to be. So then I painted slates for a while, painted the canvas for a while. Then I dabbled in some murals. Oh, gee, is that ever fun? Have you ever painted murals? Any mural painters out there? That is a journey. Oh, my word. And is it a fun one? Did that for many, many years. And then I was asked to paint. I did portrait painting, and I eventually found that I love painting portraits of pets, and I still do, pets and children. Just people in general, really. Mostly elderly folks, and kids are fun to paint. And then one day, I had a friend of mine ask me if I would do host a painting party for her and her friends, and I did. And it was supposed to be a one-time deal, and it turned into another time and another time and another time and another time. And oh, was it fun? Yes. I was scared to death because I was like, gee whiz, what will we paint? She said, whatever you want. So that we did. We painted. We had fun. It was fun. Great fun. And then other people wanted to paint. This was at her home. She had a woodworking shop. We painted there. And then other people wanted to come. Of course, they couldn't come to her house and paint. So I had to find a place, and I did. And I taught painting parties at a Lions Club from 2014 until 2019. And then I got my own art studio over in Ripley. Was there. COVID hit, and I shut down. We were open for a good while though. And so then, when I shut down, I opened back up, and then I had to shut it down again. But I decided that time that I was going to teach online. So here I am. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right. So this is coming along. It's really scary to think of what this guy's eyes are going to look like, but with a palette knife, with this liquidy paint that I've got here, And I did put a little bit of gray in it right there. There's a little bit of gray in it right there. Okay, so then I'm going to do, there's a gray in here. We'll do that. I need some more white. I'm just wiping my brush, or my brush. I call it a brush because I'm just used to painting with brushes. I'll get me some more white out here. And I'm going to make a bit of a gray color with white and black. I add a little bit of yellow just for kicks and giggles and see how that rolls. And it's easier sometimes if you're doing this and you can't do it without getting the paint, you know, on there without smearing it and all whatnot. You can let it dry for a while and then go back to it, or you can, you know, kind of dry it with a hairdryer. But when you dry this thick paint with a hairdryer, be careful with that because it creates a film. But I have a website. I have a Facebook page. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. And everything that I am is art by Karen Wolf. And that's Wolf with an E. W-O-L-F-E. I still don't see comments. Where are they, guys? Let me see. Oops. Top chat, live chat. All messages are visible. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. Maybe nobody's saying anything. That's why I can't see. I don't know. I'll have to educate myself before I do this again. But if you like this, if you're watching this and you like it, just let me know. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. And hopefully I'll be able to see them afterwards and I can answer your questions. I'm hoping that it's stays on there and it doesn't like go away. I'm just going to pull that down in there a little bit. I'm just looking at this guy. I'm just using him for an example. He's one that I painted with the brush. He was an in-studio painting party back in 2017. Fun little guy to paint. I have virtual tutorials on my website. I go live on Facebook. Have a couple of memberships. I'm everywhere. I'm just everywhere. I'm everywhere. Still just taking this gray that I made and just painting in these areas. Because everything you paint with white, everything you paint white, you paint it gray first. Where are you all from? I'm in, like I said, I'm from West Virginia. I was born in New Jersey, but lived in West Virginia. Started out in Virginia, is where my mom and dad originally. And, but I was born in New Jersey, and my dad was in the service, and we ended up here because he worked on the pipeline. So you just never know where you're going to end up in this crazy world. Love to paint. Love, love, love it. Okay, so we'll let that sit for a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of yellow into that gray for that right there, that little bright there. Let that dry a little bit. What am I doing? I think I have my brush. I stuck it in the water. I'm just going to rinse it like a brush. Can't do that. Crazy me. I will need some brown though, won't I? I will need some brown. Make sure you have plenty of paper towels when you're painting. I'm going to get some burnt umber here and put it on my plate. So far what I have used is black, blue, black, ultramarine blue, burnt umber, white, cad red deep, and cad red light is all I have on my plate. Try to keep it simple. You don't need every color in the rainbow to paint with. You don't. You can mix. You could mix your paints. And like I said, I usually mix my black, but I'm just mixing some red and umber here for his ears, inside of his ears. I just mixed red and brown, which was a burnt umber. I love these Practica canvas from Jerry's Art Aroma. That's what I'm painting on. I don't know if you've ever used those before, but the Practica, Practica, Practica. Those are some really cool canvas. They're really, really tight, really just banjo tight. And the tooth isn't really that big, so you can paint pretty detailed stuff on them. And where I use so many canvas, I buy them in bulk. I paint a lot. I'm going to do a little bit of red down here on his nose. Red and brown, rather. When you go to get your colors, don't dip down in the center of them like I did right there. Go into the side of your colors and get your colors so that you don't contaminate your color. I just swarped that palette knife down inside of that yellow there. Like nobody's business, didn't I? So I'm going to do a little bit of reddish brown, more brown than red probably, just creating a brown color there for his nose, on his nose. Just for some interest, I suppose, is what I did that for, not sure. And I'm adding a little bit of white to that, and I'm just going to just running in a little that little bit there. Then we got to do the eyes are going to be the hard part, and I may have to just do the eyes with the brush because I really don't think that I'm going to be able to pull that off with a palette knife. So I'm going to go into some white that's going to mix with my gray here. Just touching. Just barely touching. I'm leaving the dark side, just like when you're painting. You still have darks and middle tones and lights with the palette knife. So I'm going to leave this side over here more gray. let's do a little bit of gray. Top of his ears, a little bit of gray. And then he has a couple of spots down here. And gray them down a little bit so that they're not so, oops, standoutish there. Okay. He had a little bit of brown on his, below his eye, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. We can do a little bit of white, just in his ears, if not white, but gray. I don't know if I like that or not. I like it better dark. Okay. And then around his nose is some white. And on his lips, or chin, I mean, it's not really his lips, is it? Put a little then he has a little bit of pink. I should use a flat tray to do this. I use foam plates when I paint with. I should get some sort of flat. Looking pretty good so far. We'll do a little bit of blue down here. Just adding some blue for interest. Just gray by itself, just a little bit boring. Okay. All right, so we've got everything but the eyes, I think, don't we? I think so. All right. I was going to add a little tiny bit of yellow. And he has some whiskers too, and I think I'll do that. I don't know if I can do that with this or not. could be quite interesting. Got quite a mess going on here for sure. Pretty cute. Okay, so there's that. Like I said, I don't think that I can do that with a palette knife. And I don't want to get this far and then just mess him up. So I'm going to do the eyes, I believe, with a brush. Need more white. Keep running out of colors, don't I? Okay. Just wanted a little bit of white. I got a whole bunch of white. Go. I might have been able to do that. I don't know. It's hard to fit in there when you've got wet. This is all wet. And I'm trying to hold the knife and keep it from getting wet. Finally, I found it. I see someone, I can't tell I can't tell who you are. So you say, hi, just first for me too on YouTube. Hi from West Virginia. Um, Heather, hey Heather, hi. I see you are on here. Loving the cow, so cute. And Candace says cute. Oh, thank you all. Thank you so much for jumping on. Sorry it took me forever to figure it out. I was over here rinsing my brush and finally I just pulled it up, tried to pull it up again, and there it was. Can you all see that? You can see that, yeah. Okay, so right now he looks a little bit wonky, but you just gotta keep tweaking. You just go and you do, and then you get it. You just, at first you don't succeed, you try again. Just do it. This was fun. I'm so glad I did this. Like I said, I've never been on YouTube. I've always just gone live on Facebook, and that was because of COVID. I'd never gone live in my life until COVID hit, and then boom, here you go. Life gives you lemon, you make lemonade, and Uh, I just did the Facebook Lives so that people would have something to do while they were stuck at home. And that led to this. I mean, for real. It's just crazy, isn't it? What happens? It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so we're going to put a little light. A little light. I'm just trying to still keep the paint a little bit on the thick side as I'm painting with my brush so that it looks like it all kind of goes together, if that makes sense. More, just more cohesive in the texture sort of thing, I guess. Okay, I want to make that eye come to life a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of that brown color. I'm going to mix it with some yellow. And pop a light right here. Because if you don't put a little bit of light in their eye, they look a little bit not alive. Sienna would be better if I had some sienna. I don't have any on my plate. I do have some. So I added a little bit of yellow, added a little bit of red, which would mimic orange, which is a sienna color. There we go. There we go. Just a little light there. All right. Then I'm going to step back and make sure that I've done everything. And it's hard to see when you're right up in them. Step back and look at your paintings every now and then. 4 or 5 feet back's good. Get a good view from a distance so that you're not all stuck up in there. Tammy's on. Hey, Tammy's in the house. Yay. You're the one that you can't see your name. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. You don't know why your name isn't showing up? You're new to YouTube too? Yeah. I'm just trying to figure it out. I love it though. Hey Rachel. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. I put all my videos on here that I do. See how that light really helped right here on its eye? That just kind of, I'm trying to get a little bit more without getting a lot. You ever do that? If you hold your mouth just right, you can do that. That's funny. Okay, guys, I think we got it. Is that it? Pretty good, isn't it? For a first-time palette knife cow. I've painted with the palette knife, but I've never painted a cow. I'm trying to find something to sign the daggone thing with. Where's all my brushes? Oh, it fell on the floor. Let me reach down here and get it. Oh, man. Shoo-wee, I can't hardly move. I worked out with my daughter for the first time in I couldn't tell you how long. She is a personal trainer, and I worked out with her and some other girls last night. And my lands, did you hear me moaning and groaning to pick up that pen? or paintbrush. I'm done lost my mind. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Looked like I was just a little bit messy right there. There we go. All right, now I'm going to sign it. See what I can... Probably have to sign it with white down here because you can't see. That was fun, guys. Thanks so much for jumping on here and watching with me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Did you all like that this evening? Just something different. I don't know if the videos stay. Do y'all know? Do the videos populate on my page like they do in Facebook? Does anybody know? I guess we'll find out, won't we? But I was thinking today I was going to try this, and so there I did. So there I did. Just soften that down a little bit. That was a little bit. His nose there goes all crazy, don't it? I think it's just his nostril had white on one side. There's some black that I missed. If you go back and you look at them, you can see things. Sometimes you just don't see it when you're painting. You have to go back and look. So that's why I say step back and look at it. If you step back and look at it, you can see where you're off, where something's off, where you're too dark, where you're too light, where you need to change something. So there we go. All right, we're going to call that done, guys. We're going to call that one done. Cow with a palette knife. Awesome. Thank you all so much for joining in. Oh, shoot. I got a chaos of a workout. Gee whiz, I swear. I'm losing my ever-living mind. I have a crazy, messy art studio, is what I was trying to say. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to put my hand up there. I'm losing it. See if there's any more comments on here that I missed. All right. Should say if. I don't know what you said that for. I don't remember what I said. But anyhow, there we go. Those are too cute. I'm so glad that I did that. Heather, I know you've been wanting to paint a cow, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun for you to try that one. I have been wanting to paint a cow too. Actually, I want to paint a lot of things with the palette knife. I like it, and it's challenging, but yet it's fun. It's like really fun to do. So yeah, so that'll be fun for you. You can try that. Oh, see, now I can see the comments. It's so cute. I can see that. It comes on and then it disappears. So, but I could see it. All right. Well, that was fun, guys. That was fun. You all try that. Hopefully the video will stay on here and you can go back and watch the replay. And we'll do this again. I think that was fun. So you all take care. Have a good evening. God bless you. And I'll see you guys back on here again sometime. I'm going to run upstairs and grab me some dinner. I don't know what my husband's the cook, so I'm not sure what he fixed. I did a post on Facebook to ask what anybody had any ideas about dinner, and I never did see anything. So my iPad is falling. That's why I'm catching my iPad before it hits the floor. So, all right. Thank you all so much. I'll see you back on here again. Thank you. Bye-bye. And I don't know how to end it. Oh. It's always something. Okay, how do you end it? There's a little save, highlight, cancel. Share? Share. No? Okay, guys. This is going to be weird. Oh, dee-doo. Oh my gosh. Tap chat, all messages. I should have researched this. Well, that's the only button. Save, highlight. Maybe save. Highlight save to your channel as unlisted video. Their messages go away so quick. Okay, does that mean it's done? Too weird. I don't know. I hope it worked. I hope if I hit X, it doesn't lose it all. Y'all have a great evening. Bye.